Good morning, students. We have completed half of the chapter, so let's finish it. I'm sure you have your books with you. Open page number 11. So let's continue. Now, here, I hope you remember that all these four of them they were there in the forest, and because of the love potion, there was this misunderstanding because of which Demetrius and Lysander, they were both in love with Helena, and nobody was even bothered about Hermia. Now, this whole scene that was created back there was filled with confusion, anger, hatred, and because of that, finally, O'Brien, he again entered into the sea. Now, when he saw too much of confusion and unhappiness, he again ordered Puck to do one thing, to create a kind of a diversion so that all these four will be lost in the wood but not too far from each other. Then later on, he again removed all the charms that he must have used, and finally, when uh, everything was okay, they were tired, running around, they were sleeping. Hermia, when she woke up, she saw Lysander sleeping. She went next to him, she sat there, and she was thinking about why and how his love changed for her. She was very much worried, and then when Lysander opened his eyes, there was no more charm, nothing, and he was actually in love with Hermia. So they were okay now, they were fine. The trouble between them was over. Now, on the other hand, Helena and Demetrius, they were there, they were sleeping, and when Helena woke up, she found Demetrius again in love with her. Now, this was a natural love, not with the help of any charms. So finally, they were happy, they were together. Now, as there was no more confusion between them, Hermia and Helena, they became friends again. Now, while they were rejoicing, they were happy, they were worried about what will happen now. Now, it was in the early morning, and at the same time, King Croesus and his men they came to the forest. They were out for hunting, I suppose. Yes, they were out, and they were hunting in the early morning. Now, when they were there, now again, Hermia's father was also there, and he insisted that he wants his daughter, that the law should be followed. The prince really wanted to know what happened between them, and of course, Lysander was truthful. He told the king that he was thinking of taking Hermia with him and run away to his aunt's place as he is not happy with the Athens law, right? And now, when the prince saw that these four they were happy together, Hermia was with Lysander, Demetrius was with Helena, then he passed the judgment that they should be married together, the way they are, right? In a proper way. They should be married to the person whom they love. And he somehow forced that old man to remove that claim, right? Whatever he wanted his daughter to do. Now this is how story ends. Everyone was happy, the rejoicement was there, and even O'Brien was happy, right? So finally there was no more tension or confusion. Now this was the end of the chapter. Please make sure that you read it nicely so that you understand what is happening in the story. It is an easy one, it is very easy, right? But I just want you to go through it nicely so that you know how to do it. Now, please, I want you to turn to page number 70. You have some question and answers there of this very chapter, right? A Midsummer Night's Dream. You can see it on page 70. Now, we'll mark some answers, right? If you have your pencils with you, you can mark the answers. See, why did Eustace complain to Prince Theseus? He complained to the prince as his daughter Hermia was not ready to marry Demetrius, and she claimed that she loved Lysander. She also claimed that her best friend Helena was in love with Demetrius. So because of that, because of this situation, because his daughter was not ready to marry according to his wish, he came to Prince Theseus and complained about her. What plan did Lysander and Hermia make? Now, Lysander and Hermia, okay, wait, I'll help you with the answers. If you come to page number 1, you will see the answer here. For the first answer is in the second para. While he was thus busying himself, okay, after that, an old citizen of Athens named Euges came before him with a complaint about his daughter Hermia. She would not accept, he said, the husband chosen for her, a young man named Demetrius, because she did not love him, but loved another young Athenian named Lysander. Is that clear? So if you want, you can copy the answer from here itself. Now see the second answer. Second question is, what plan did Lysander and Hermia make? See, it is on page number 2. See the third para. We can go to her house. Can you see that? See the second para, in fact. Second. In her despair. Right? In her despair, she went to her lover Lysander for help and comfort. And together they planned a way of escape. Lysander had a wealthy aunt, a childless widow, who lived at a place some 20 miles from Athens and beyond the reach of Athenian law. So this was their plan, to run away, right? What was the cause of the quarrel between Oberon and Titania? See page number 2 again, the last line. Oberon and Titania, their king and queen, were angry with each other. Can you see that? Till here with each other. And come to the next page, number 3, second line from the top. The cause of the quarrel was a little boy whom the queen had stolen from his nurse. Leave one line and see the next one. Oberon wanted the boy for himself, but Titania would not part with him. You've got 3 lines altogether. You can do one thing. If you're unable to mark the answers, you can always pause your video, go back, listen to it again and mark the answers, right? See question number 4. Who was Puck? Now page number 3. See the third para. There was a merry spirit. Third para, first 3 words you can always change. He called him a merry spirit by the name Puck or Robin Goodfellow, who used to delight in playing tricks upon the simple village people. He turned their milk sour, he carried off their cream, upset an old woman's chair, and so on. Till here. Can you do that? Just mark it. This is your answer number 4. Who was Puck? You can always write. He was called, or Oberon called to him a merry spirit by the name Puck. Now, or maybe you can write that this man, Puck, was called a merry spirit. His name was Puck or Robin Goodfellow, and the rest, what he used to do. Play tricks on the village people. What did Oberon plan to do Titania when she was asleep? See, it is given here, page number 3 again, last para. It says, fourth line, I will drop some of the juice of the flower upon the eyelids of my Titania when she is asleep, so that she'll fall in love with the first thing she looks upon when she opens her eyes, whatever it may be, and before I take off his charm, I'll make her give me that child to be my servant boy. Till here. Mark it, please. We'll continue with the rest of the answers in the next video. We've done mark till 5. Complete them in your notebooks, please.